Hello all. This week had so many critical and high-value vulnerabilities that it didn't make sense to list them all in the headline news section. So make sure that you check out the full list of links to see if something that you support is impacted. Microsoft patched 63 defects with one zero-day in the mix. Adobe, SAP, and many other Patch Tuesday vendors unleashed a large slew of fixes as well. CISA was quite active in publishing warnings. Quite a few firewall vendors had a bad week. And data breaches abound. There's so much news this week that I wonder if reporting what doesn't have a patch might be easier. Now this email and video commentary is from the RedDotSecurity.news website, and it contains a plethora of links to other items that aren't mentioned here, and they're worth skimming to see if they interest you or pertain to your particular environment or of those you support. There's a lot more than what's provided in these opening comments. So, on to the headline news. Cisco and Citrix both have had a very bad week with active exploitation against Cisco's Identity Service Engine, ISE, enabling pre-authenticated remote code execution. And Citrix NetScaler ADC and NetScaler Gateway products have a zero-day that is now under active exploitation. Follow vendor guidance and patch as quickly as possible, and then check for compromise. Fortinet has a critical zero-day defect in FortiWeb that targets the web application firewall. This one allows an attacker with no existing level of access to gain administrator-level access to the FortiWeb Manager panel and WebSocket command line interface. If you have this in your environment, patch immediately. This has been under active exploitation since at least as early as October. Google Chrome patched another V8 JavaScript engine defect. Since it seems that major vulnerabilities are being plugged several times a week lately, just restart and update any Chromium-based browsers at least weekly at this point to ensure you stay updated. Microsoft released 63 fixes, including one zero-day this past Tuesday. The actively exploited Windows kernel zero-day, which enables privilege escalation, is on CISA's known exploited vulnerability catalog, so don't delay vetting and applying this particular patch or the rest of them as well. Enable has revealed two critical defects, one of which carries a maximum severity rating in their N-Central remote monitoring and management system. These flaws can allow a threat actor to achieve remote code execution. Now, while not currently known to be exploited, if you use self-hosted Enable, it's critical that you patch immediately to prevent compromise of yours and your client's systems. It's only a matter of time before enterprising dirtbags weaponize these defects. SAP, Systems, Applications and Products and Data Processing, unveiled their November patch releases. Contained within was a maximum severity defect for hard-coded credentials in their SQL Anywhere monitor. Yeah, that needs fixing fast. There were a total of 18 items addressed, 2 of which are critical, the aforementioned SQL Monitor and Solution Manager, which can be triggered to enable full takeover of the system. Make sure you patch your various SAP systems quickly for any needed patches. Firewall, router, and remote connection vendors had a bad week, with ASUS, Citrix, Cisco, FortiGate, Ivanti, Palo Alto, and WatchGuard all being named in various news reports of vulnerabilities and patch releases. CISA has named a few of these as being under active exploitation. It would be wise of you to keep up to date with their known exploited vulnerabilities catalog so that you can take appropriate action when they publish notices. ConnectWise CEO Manny Ravello, interviewed by CRN, is a great insight into the current status and near-term direction of this massive company that services the managed service provider industry. ConnectWise's main focus is their Azio platform that closely mirrors many of their acquisitions. However, Ravello states, quote, Azio isn't a collection of bolted-on tools. It's a brand new platform built from the ground up. At its core, it includes 4 main service areas: RMM, PSA, security, and data backup. On top of that, we're wrapping in AI, RPA, capabilities, along with a centralized data warehouse and shared services. End quote. There's a lot more in the article, and it's well worth your time to read. Why do we not have a virtual patch modeling system that runs on every workstation and server? Most every system now has significantly more compute power and storage than is required for normal day-to-day functions. It should be possible to create a virtualized duplicate environment inside the base system where an AI agent lives that has a historical database of all normal and usual activity that's performed on that base system, including menus opened and various vendor software interactions. When a patch is requested to be installed, the AI could ensure that the virtual base system is up to date and matches the base system, install the patch in the virtual environment, and then silently open and perform all of the normal and usual activity that is done on that system to search for defects and incompatibilities. Any problems found can be reported to the user, IT, and vendors. And if there are performance concerns with this process, this could be done after hours, when the user is away from the computer or when servers are less taxed with day-to-day operations. Hey, I can dream, can't I? Meanwhile, keep the shields up.